We are already seeing the impact of the Supreme Court's decision today to limit the scope of the obstruction charge levied against some January 6 defendants. Judges are now scheduling changes in multiple cases involving Capitol rioters. Let's bring in CBS News congressional correspondent Scott MacFarlane, who has been following all these cases very closely. All right, Scott, what kind of activity are we seeing in the docket?
With my apologies, I'm going to throw some numbers at you, but I swear it's for the better good. There are 1,400 January 6 defendants. Wrap your mind around that for a moment. About 350 or so were charged with this charge in question, obstruction of an official proceeding. Roughly 50 of them had that as the only felony charge. That's the group that's going to be impacted, Lindsay, those 50. About half of them, 27, are currently in prison. Those are the 27 who might get early release because of this decision. They may be released significantly early. They may be released quite soon. They're the ones directly impacted. And keeping in mind, if they were facing only one felony, obstruction of an official proceeding, they're not accused of beating police officers, of taking things, of breaking things, of conspiring seditiously. They also may be nearing the end of their prison sentence now. There could be an early release imminent for some of those defendants. For everybody else, so they're accused of other things too, of beating police, taking things, breaking things, conspiracy, civil disorder, other felonies. Their cases will likely be untouched. But you've got a group now where there are going to be some decisions made by judges. And in the meantime, there's going to be a clogged up docket, Lindsay. All the other defendants might still want to be heard about their obstruction charge, even if it doesn't mean they're going to get an early release from prison. Even if their prison terms are over, they still want to clean it off their records. So the court's going to get quite busy quite soon.
Forgive this curveball question, Scott, but do we know yet, if at all, this ruling is going to impact the former president's charge?
Now, we embrace curveballs all the time, Lindsay. This is a great question. It ultimately, there's a possibility, but not an expectation that that charge will get dropped against Donald Trump. Because, of course, Donald Trump is a January 6 defendant, but not quite like the other ones. Not accused of rioting in the building, but accused of having this scheme to try to overturn the 2020 elections. And there are a couple threads in his obstruction case that may be different, that may insulate it from this Supreme Court ruling. Part of Donald Trump's case is this alleged attempt to mess with those electoral counts, those actual paper electoral ballots. That paper seems important based on what the Supreme Court said, that there has to be some type of evidence of documentation of some sort. It may be preserved, but there's a bigger issue, isn't there? They're going to go back and forth, potentially litigating this, further stalling out Trump's D.C. criminal case, which as of today remains on hold because the Supreme Court still has to rule on his presidential immunity matter, and that's not happening until Monday.
Yeah, talk to me about Monday. My guess is you don't have a pending PTO day that day. You're going to be very busy. What are you watching for?
Yeah, we're all here, all hands on deck, because it is the last day of Supreme Court opinions, so it's going to be the day we get this landmark ruling on whether Donald Trump and presidents enjoy presidential immunity for sweeping amounts of things they do in office, even, as prosecutors argue, unofficial things like trying to overturn an election. No matter the ruling, what the Supreme Court has done by taking up this case, scheduling the arguments, taking all this time to issue their ruling, is they basically immunized him from a trial before the election. They're running out of time quickly, and they're now waiting till July to issue their opinion. It'll take months to get this thing back on the trial calendar. He's immunized to a degree, in a way, through November 5th. But they'll decide in this opinion Monday whether he can be prosecuted at all. And that's clearly consequential, because if Donald Trump does not win the election, this trial will proceed in due time, even if due time means 2025.
Okay, we'll see you Monday, Scott. Thanks.